Okay, hi, my name's Craig Bell. I think this is take 473. Trying not to look too stupid, but I think this is going to be it. So we'll see what we get. Had some phone calls, had dogs barking, had my wife walking through the kitchen. Who knows what's going to happen here? However, I am so sorry that I can't make it to the open house. I had the first night covered, I had the second night covered, but then the third night they gave me, we have an event, a fundraiser we have tickets for that I just can't get rid of they're really expensive tickets. Anyway, we're going to the fundraiser, so I'm sorry I can't be there. This is the next best thing. And actually, this is probably better because you can put it on mute or you can just shut it off and I'm done. So, but let me give you the information. If you want to hear it, here it is. I teach English 3 and English 3 honors for your students. So periods 4 or 6, I have 2 of those classes. Yeah, period 4 is completely honors, and period 6 has a couple of students as a mixture of English 3 honors and English 3 regular students. So you know where your student is. I know where they are, but nobody else needs to know where they are. So that's that. There's a lot to do. We have a lot to do this year. Your student has fewer than 4 semesters of high school left. We're getting ready to work into a place to where they have just about 3. I mean, we're getting there. It's not gonna be, we're going to blink our eyes and it's going to be Christmas time. And the next thing you know, it's going to be summertime. You go, what do I do? Well, we're going to do a lot of work. With that, I'm going to work hard. Your kids are going to have to work hard. I'm going to ask them to do a lot. I don't give a ton of homework, but the work they do in school is going to matter and it's going to impact their grades significantly if they are engaged in that. How are we going to break it up? I've broken it up into several units. The first unit is going to be fiction. We began with a Flannery O'Connor story, Good Country People, and we read through it. We talked about it. We talked about characters, and now they're writing about it. Or they wrote today and tomorrow. They have a draft done tomorrow. They will do some revision, and then they'll do a final copy, and then they'll get a grade for it. After that, they're going to read another story on their own, pretty much, and then we'll see how well they can apply what they learned here to their own course of study. And I'll help those who need help, of course. But that's kind of what we're going there. And then we'll work into a novel. And I'm thinking it's either going to be Old Man and the Sea or The Great Gatsby. One of those two. We're in American Lit, so those are good American novels. And novel and novella. And once we're finished with that, we're going to work in nonfiction. We begin nonfiction next 9 weeks. That will be Declaration of Independence and Bill of Rights and stuff like that to begin with. But after that, we're going to move into more current events and we're going to work into, I'm not sure if there's a book I want to read with them, Into the Wild. We'll see if that works out timing wise. But if not, we'll be working on current events and some contemporary articles from, like, say, Outside Magazine or National Geographic, and pretty benign things, but hopefully high interest things, and they'll learn something, but also learn how to read nonfiction texts and academic text as well. We'll look at a couple of those too. At the end, after this semester, so that'll finish our semester here. We'll do a short unit on poetry in January, first week of February, and then we're going to pick up SAT prep because the 11th graders will take the SAT. I think it's March 6th at school, free of charge, but I want to get them prepped so they can get the highest score possible for that. So we'll do that. And after that, March 7th, March 8th, we will be working on The Crucible and drama and American drama with Arthur Miller's The Crucible, talking about McCarthyism and The Crucible and all that kind of stuff during that time. And then that'll take us into April. And then in April, end of April, we'll be working on a free choice because end of April, beginning of May, they begin a lot of their EOCs for other classes. So because of that, I'm going to give them a project to do on their own so that they can self-guide and I can help them in the class and they can be taking EOCs and studying for those without a lot of pressure from my class because our EOC is the SAT. So there you go, A-OK. Communication. Let me talk about communication if I can. My email is simple. It's bell.craig@brevardschools.org. That's bell.craig, BELL.CRAIG @brevardschools.org. But can we talk about communication? Let's talk. Your student in their junior year, many of them want to go to 2-year schools, 4-year schools. They want to go to trade schools. They want to go to the military. So not too far from now, they're going to have to be communicating with adults on their own. What I would ask you is that if your student has a problem, has anything in class that they don't understand, they don't know what's going on, they have a question about, they have a grade they have a problem with, whatever it is, please ask them to initiate the conversation with me. Ask them to make an appointment. Ask them to send the email. Ask them to engage in that communication with an adult, because they're going to have to do it really soon. And this is a safe place to where they have you as a safety net, to where if they falter, or if I falter, they can communicate with you and you can help them. I can help them. They say I'm scary, but I'm really not. I'm really approachable. I want to help kids. That's all I want to do. I go to work in the morning wanting to make their lives better, wanting to teach them things that they're going to need. Do I succeed all the time? Probably not. I can't think of anybody who does, but probably not. But I try. Therefore, try to get them to communicate first. If for whatever reason we can't rectify or get the situation situated, there we go, the situation solved, then please, by all means, get involved. By all means, send me an email. If I have not gotten back with you in 24 hours, unless it's on Saturday morning or something like that, but if I have not gotten back with you, and oftentimes I do that on the weekends too, but 24 hours, if I haven't gotten with you, email me again. I get so many emails every day. And it's not because I don't like you. It's not because I don't want to communicate. It's just because there's so much going on. So because of that, please, please, please do not hesitate to re-email me and communicate with me. I want to make sure that you have your issues dealt with. That being said, if I send a grade report home on a Friday, we can deal with a grade on Monday. If I make a mistake, if it says 2 out of 20, but your kid says, hey, look, here's the paper right here, it says 20 out of 20. Clearly, I have 140 kids. I have all these grades I'm putting in. I put a 2 instead of a 2-0. I'll fix it. Now, maybe it is a 2. Maybe I made a mistake there, but I will fix any error I make. I don't do extra credit. I give plenty of opportunity, plenty of forewarning for students to do well in my class without the extra credit. If they so choose to do all the work, they're going to be fine. If they engage in their learning, if they engage in their time in my class, they will be fine. No worries at all. But again, you have a problem, email me. You have a problem with it, I can't fix it, talk to my admin. I got no problem with that. Whatever it is, I want to make sure that we have a great year, your student learns a lot, and that they feel safe and comfortable in my classroom. I do run a very casual classroom, if you will. I try to keep things light. I don't take things way too seriously, because there's too many serious things out in the world right now that so many people are making us worry about anyway. But I promise you that I will do everything in my power to help your child become better in English, in school, in life maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Got a lot of experience, a lot of love. Want to help your kids. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me. You're welcome to call me, and I will try to get back with you. Apparently, I am phone challenged, but I will do my best. Email is the best way. Again, I'm sorry I can't make it to open house, but I guess maybe some of y'all couldn't either. And here you get the chance. Look at this. How happy are we? Anyway, thank you so very much. Love being with your kids, and have a great year. I hope we all have a great year. Thank you. Bye-bye.